All right, everybody, and welcome to the Swiss Army Nerd Podcast. This is, Cock and Rod Connection.
There you go.
Sports Center, as we like to call it. I'm your host, John Sturgard, and my co-host,
Stephen Cogram.
Yes, and then we've got the new introduction. We got a new chair. His name is Fred. I don't know where Fred, rookie night. We have the wonderful addition of Proper 12. We finally got to try it. Super exciting. It's amazing, in my opinion. And Steve didn't try it. So
Steve's not a whiskey drinker.
No. But
I will proudly admit, 9 times out of 10, if I take a shot of whiskey, it's probably coming right back up, and that's just a waste of money in my opinion, so why do it?
Oh, I thought it was delicious. But we have an exciting podcast happening today, or whatever we want to call it. Probably shouldn't call it a podcast anymore. Anyway, we've got an exciting one coming ahead. A lot going on where all the playoffs are pretty much set. Wild cards are done. That's exciting. NBA is just getting better. And MMA is getting up pretty awesome. We got a stack card coming up, which is exciting for us. So we'll get all into that. But first things first. I'm the realist. First things first. We have our first, I think it's our first actual guest.
We're going to have the Apollo. Who just texted me?
And it's Harry Potter.
What's wrong with that,
It's Harry
bro?
Potter. No, that's our guest. He's going to win Guardian Leviosa in this bitch. But we have our first guest. I'm super excited because it's literally, I think we can confidently say, our number one fan.
Oh, for sure. There's no way he's not. He's always on every episode.
Every time. So we're going to give a little golf clap for Chris Scott. Yay. He's actually watching the podcast somehow while on it.
That's impressive.
That is impressive. So we're here. We're excited. Welcome to the podcast. Super excited to have you. We've been trying to get you on here for a while, but you're smarty pants and went to school, so we haven't had the chance to.
Mine's bigger.
Oh my god. Anyway, I don't even know what to say. I was going to try to think of something smart, and then I got scared. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. I'm excited. We're supposed to, unfortunately, the other co-host, Mr. Patrick, is sick, so get well soon. I know
Miss you, Patrick.
Yes, of course, we miss you. He was excited. He wanted to be here. He was actually his idea to bring you on.
He didn't even know I was coming today either.
No.
I asked him, I was like, so you're going to be there, right, since I'm going? He's like, what, you're going?
Which is bizarre because it was his idea a week ago. He was like, next week we'll have Chris, for sure. I'm like, all right, that sounds perfect. And then he forgot. I don't know. He's got the world's worst memory, I guess. Hi, Trace.
Tracy!
Oh, she called you something else. But
Hi, Tard.
Oh, my God.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, that's what it was. I think that's okay.
We'll find out.
So, Chris, we know you know a lot about the NFL, which is obviously going to be our forte. But we're going to talk a little bit about the NBA. If you feel free to chime in. We're also going to have some questions for you coming up soon, which is super exciting.
I used to know a little bit about the Magic. That was my...
Orlando Magic?
Yeah, like in high school, like that was our thing. Like everyone had to pick their favorite team or whatever. And when it came to the basketball, I was like, I don't really watch basketball. But then I looked online and I was like, you know what? I like their colors. I'm going with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, Magic was good. They had Shaq and they had Penny Hardaway, which was fantastic.
I started watching when they had Dwight Howard.
Oh, wow. Yep, Dwight. He was good down there, and then he just got horrible. Hey, it's the other co-host, Patrick O'Mara.
Hey!
What is up? So we'll just dive into it. If you know stuff, it's great. It's a short segment, so then we'll get right into NFL because that's the juicy bits.
Yep.
So Russell Westbrook, I've always hated on him. Not a huge fan of him. But the question is, he has become more of a defender than a shooter. And I think that has something to do with Paul George. Do you think this is a good or a bad thing, Steve? Cheers.
A little bit of both. I think it's a good thing just because for how, like, the last, 3 or 2 years, at least 2 years, it's Russell Westbrook that's their only scorer. That's all he did. He just scored. And now that they got someone like Paul George on their team, he doesn't have to take the entire load, which everyone was wondering, is he going to share the ball?
There you go.
Or is he going to just do his normal thing and try and score 50 points a game, whatever ridiculous stats?
Which you can't win in the playoffs like that.
No. So, I mean, it's good because, like, they got another person that can score. I mean, Paul George is in my opinion, he's top 10 in the
Oh,
league.
he's legit. He's
if not higher up the list. So it's good and it's bad. I'm definitely not going to say he's more of a defender. I still think he's an offensive freak, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got something special. He's got that vision. He's incredibly athletic. I think it's interesting that he's the one finally adjusting his role, which he refused to do with KD. So it's kind of good to see him making that adjustment. It is fascinating to see him try to become a defender because he would be a nasty defender with his athleticism. But, we'll see. It's interesting. Speaking of other athletic people, it's looking more and more likely that AD is going to be joining LeBron next season.
we'll see.
There's a lot of reports coming out. I want it. I think the world wants it. I don't think the Pelicans are going to be able to score another person to keep AD there. I don't know. Maybe they will.
Who?
KD and AD would be.
That's too confusing.
Yeah, a bunch of D's. I don't think it'll work. I don't think KD would want to go down there. I mean, it's the New Orleans Pelicans, so I wouldn't want to play for the Pelicans. I would take that paycheck.
Hey, listen. If AD comes to the Lakers, I will be very happy. That's like who their chances just they're what
Tripled.
how do they not make it to the
Western
Conference Finals with LeBron, Kuzma, who I think is going to be an outstanding star in the league, 41 points.
41 points.
Yes. And possibly Ingram. I'm still not sure on Brandon Ingram yet.
Yeah,
he's not consistent enough. There's one day where he'll ball out, and then the next day you don't even see him.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they score 80, and LeBron and Kuzma, there's no way we don't make it to the Western Conference.
I know, and you keep a couple. God forbid if they get Clay, then it's just
Exactly what I was thinking.
Exactly. Yes. You know, it's surprising you don't watch basketball. I don't know why.
It reminds me a lot like soccer, where they just bing, bing, bing.
Soccer's horrible. Basketball is actually a lot of fun to watch.
I mean, it's fascinating for me because I could never do it.
Well, for me, I like playing basketball, but for me, when I'm watching it, it seems like no matter what team you're watching, there's always that one that the ball hog guy. You know what I mean? If you give it to him, you win, kind of thing. You know. That's why another reason I like watching football. There's more stars on each team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not just one man shows.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of people watch basketball because they like the one man shows. If you look, each team, at least the top 20 teams, have one superstar, and then everyone just buys that person's jersey. In football, there's 50 people on a team, 53 people. A lot of them are incredibly talented, and they all have a moment to shine. In basketball, it doesn't work that way. Unless you're immensely talented, more talented than everyone else on the court, you just fall to the wayside. So I get that. For me, I just marvel at what they do because I could never
dunking
do
is
it.
insane to me.
Dunking is an insane concept to me.
I used to be able to dunk.
Shooting threes is an insane concept to me. It looks easy until you go out to a park and it's all right, let me ball out, and you can't even do a layup.
Yeah.
I can't at least.
It's because they make it look so easy because that's why they're professionals and why they get paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I agree with you 100%. You sit there and watch them on TV and it's that's just so easy. Then you go out there and you're dribbling the ball and then, like you said, you go up for an easy layup and you put too much on it and it bounces off the rim.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things with basketball I find especially playoffs. I mean, I just like that there's a lot of games. I think that's what I love the most. Unfortunately, we only get 18, 19 games of football, which sucks because it's amazing.
Unless if you have a crappy team.
This is true. I get 16 games as a Detroit Lions fan. I actually got a lot of good stuff on the Bills. All right, so there's not a lot going on in NBA, so we'll move on to MMA real quick. Really, the only thing that's huge for me is John Jones passed the drug test.
I know. I saw that. It blew my mind. I was like, oh my God, that's the first one since ever. Right?
Absolutely.
Golf is hard.
Golf is hard. Oh my God, I tried the golf one and I was horrible at it. I
ended up, your nephew's plastic clubs?
I hate you. I got to the second hole and I gave up. I just said I'm done and I just drank the rest of the.
I think I remember you telling me that story. Why did you?
I went with Trev, my friend Pat, and it was for a bachelor party or something. That was their idea of a bachelor party.
Well,
and they were
usually.
They're like, oh, you can play, and then the first swing, they're like, why are you so tense? I'm like, that's just how I am. I'm just tense. Loosen up. I'm like, I don't know how to physically do that. And they're all hitting the ball Happy Gilmore, and I can't even hit it like 4 feet.
Oh yeah, me too. Like I remember going with my friend, and he's wailing it, and goes like all the way down. Like the ball disappears. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. It's my turn. This is my first time ever shooting. This is gonna be awesome. I whack it. It's like, well,
Go get it.
I can make that in about 16 more hits.
It's very frustrating, especially because they give you the pars. So it's like, yeah, you can make this in 4. No, I can't. There's no way.
Multiply that by 4.
Unless I can pick the ball up and drive it over and drop it in, I can make it a 4. But there's no way.
I love golf. I've been playing golf since I was like 13.
I mean, I think it's cool and it's definitely relaxing if I was good at it.
I'm not really good at it. I'm not sitting there saying I go out there and shoot like a 30 on a par or on a 9 holes. That just doesn't happen. I normally shoot on 9 holes what a professional shoots on 18. But golf is just one of those sports where I just like going out and it's just nice. It's relaxing.
It's a skill sport. Like, it's purely skill. Like, you don't need to be athletic. You just have to be incredibly skilled.
You can't have arthritis in your hips.
No, well, I mean, I'm sure they could work through it. I mean,
No, they couldn't.
hey, look, Josh wants us to teach him how to play. That'd be fun. I mean, I'd hate it, but that would be a good time. Last year, Josh tried to take me out. We had like 8 hours to kill between shifts, and he was like, let's go golfing, and I told him yes and never went.
I'm down, Josh. I am absolutely down. If we can get him out on the golf course next summer, I'm totally down.
This bad boy with us?
Yeah, Roberts will just bait me with that, which, it's delicious, by the way.
We can make bets on how far the ball's going to go.
That would be fun. Well, that was the thing, too, is if you didn't make it close to the green, you had to, like, shotgun a beer. And I'm like, well, this isn't going to go bad. Like, this is everything I hate.
So you were down like a 12-pack.
Oh, my God. It was, like I said, I got to the second, and I was like, I'm done, guys. And I just threw my ball into the woods. And I'm done. No.
Like, you know how you're supposed to, like, let the person who's furthest back, keep
Yeah.
So literally when I was playing with my friend, it was literally me the entire time until we got back. I got up to his ball, and then he whacks it, and then it's me again all the way to the hole.
Best ball?
What's best ball?
That's what you should have played. Best ball is... It's what it sounds like. If you're playing with a group of people, if there's like 2 or 3 of you, whoever you're on a team. Let's say there's 4 people, 2 and 2. You each go up and hit the ball, and whatever ball, like your partner hits their ball 60 yards past where you hit yours, you pick up your ball and play at their spot.
That makes a lot more sense. We probably should have played that. That actually makes a ton more sense. All right, well, we were talking about Bones. He passed his drug test, which is amazing. Because he's
never done it.
What, is this the first time in like 4 years? It's something like that ridiculous where it has been. Like
it's been a long time.
A long time, so I'm sure for him this is bizarre. But it does mean that the king has returned. I mean, that you can't deny that. Come on, he dominated Gustafsson.
I get it, but it's just one drug test. He probably went out and celebrated passing the drug test by doing drugs.
But that's fine. There's nothing wrong with going out and doing...
Don't.
It's fun stuff. After the fights.
Drugs are bad, I'm going.
Yeah, drugs are bad, I'm going. But he would his timing was bad. That's all. He'd get a little bit too excited.
Yeah.
Premature party and get popped.
Wait, is that the big black guy?
Yes, that's it.
The guy who like...
From Rochester.
Yeah, what?
He's from Rochester. Yeah. Well,
the guy who has like the knockout king on it written on his chest?
No, that's someone else. Is that Kane? That's not Kane. Kane says about Brown Pride. Yeah.
The guy who was like that I watched, and he was like he had like sweaty balls, and
that's Derek Lewis.
Oh, okay,
that is not Derek Lewis. Is a far less talented.
No, Bones Jones is tall and skinny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's from Rochester.
Really?
Is like I know people who went to his father's church.
Like it's not surprising you can't pass the thing. Then.
A lot of the church that his dad preaches at is actually where a lot of the Buffalo Bills players go. It's right in that neighborhood.
Oh.
So yeah, but both of the Bones brothers are in the NFL too. Chandler and come on, what's the other one? Chandler Jones and it's not John.
Chandler Bing.
No, it's someone else. Either way, very talented family. So good for him for not pissing hot. That's pretty awesome. I think it's exciting. I want to see him fight Cormier.
Probably use the fake dick in someone else's pee.
Hey, I don't care. Whatever gets him there.
Whatever gets you that check.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Conor McGregor, obviously, we tried his whiskey, which is delicious, but he keeps running his mouth. That's what he does.
That's how you get a new fight.
I guess, but at the same time, he keeps wanting to fight Khabib, and Khabib beat him back to nothingness. So I don't
Wait, isn't Khabib not allowed back in here?
No, Khabib, he's in suspension right now because he jumped into the crowd like a psychopath. But they can waive that. That's not a big deal.
If there was another match, do you think Conor could actually beat him?
No, not with how he is right now. There's not even a remote chance.
Like I think the guy's just too good at taking him to the floor, and his floor game is horrible.
He can work on that. He has the tools. He just is preoccupied with his whiskey and his kids, and it's great. He did what he did. He got 50 mil or 100 mil or whatever it was, and he should have just rode off into the sunset. If you're not in the fight game 100%, you will lose every time. It is such a grueling sport. If you don't pour every bit you have into it, you're going to get what happened to him. He got his ass beat by a fighter whose entire life was to win that fight. That was not Conor's entire. To him, he thought he was going to go in there and Chad Mendes him. Khabib's, no. If you want to beat Khabib, you have to do like a Rocky motivational, inspirational
Well, we all agreed during that fight, if Khabib got him on the ground, it was over.
Yeah. I mean, he can fight it. He just chooses to do what he's doing. Just retire, man. It's fine. There's no shame in retiring.
Tyler says he wants to fight Mayweather's last victim.
Oh, that the Japanese guy? That's not even fair. That guy got destroyed by Floyd. Well, we knew that was going to happen because the guy couldn't kick. So he was facing one of the best boxers of all time without his best abilities, which is kicking. And they paid him $9 million for that.
Floyd made that look real easy.
Of course.
Real easy.
Of course. Into the sunset like hi-ho silver. That's right, Patrick. Like hi-ho silver.
Hi-ho silver.
It's fantastic.
Now it's the good juicy stuff into the NFL.
The foosball.
Which now you can be more involved, Chris, because you know NFL stuff.
All right. Well, I mean, I have my NFL app open right now.
Bam! Look at us. We're all prepared. First things first, AB and Tony Brown is a piece of shit.
Here we go again.
I can't stand him. He doesn't make any sense. He just posted an Instagram picture of him shaking hands with the owner.
It's mind games. He's just playing mind games right now.
What is he playing at? He's going to be traded. He can't go back to that team. That team hates him now. More than Bell.
I don't know. Maybe he's got it in his head. He doesn't think the team will actually trade him.
They're going to trade him because they can't keep him because he's a menace. He's going to keep leaving at halftime.
Yeah, this article here, like, he said that there was an interview with the president of the team, and then right after that interview, that's when he posts the picture. AB posts a picture of shaking hands with him.
Yeah, it's...
And in the interview, he was saying, yeah, we're open to trading him.
Well, so, he has to be. I mean, you have to. If you're Rooney, you have to be like, okay, if the kid doesn't want to play for us, then we got to trade him, because you'll get 2 first-round picks for him, at least.
That guarantee... That's it. Like I bet you Pittsburgh won't take less than 2 first-round picks, and it's going to be back-to-back. It's not going to be 1 first round next year, 1 first round 2 years from now. It's going to be 1 and 2, right in a row.
Yeah,
guarantee it.
He's arguably the best receiver in the league. He's not my best, but he's top 3. You're going to get a ton with him, so you have to. So the teams he's going to go to, you have to think of what are the lowest of the lows. And honestly, I think it's a joke for AB, because if I was AB, and I guess this is my mentality, I'd want a ring. Because his numbers are fantastic, but if he never gets a ring, he's not going to be taken seriously. But he's going to be traded to a team like the Niners, who are a joke, but they have a ton of picks, or the Raiders, who are a joke, have a ton of picks. Those are the teams he's going to go to.
Yep.
He can't. Unfortunately, the Bills are out of contention because they don't have that many picks.
They have 10 in the first round, or...
They have 10 altogether.
Altogether, that's right. 10 in the first round. Like, wow, you guys suck.
10 in the first round. It sounds insane. I mean, I guess there's something, but I don't know what you would give.
I don't think they'd want him, though.
I wouldn't want him. I don't want him on Detroit. I'm very vocal about that. I don't want him on Detroit. If he's that kind of person, when he was idolized and worshipped in Pittsburgh, that team loved him, paid him an unbelievable amount of money, and then that's how he treats them. I don't want that on my team.
Yeah, but we also don't know what happened behind the curtain.
I know
something happened. It came out and said that him and Roethlisberger and Tomlin got into an altercation. There could have been stuff that's been boiling for the last year and a half.
You're adults, man. Finish the game, which he didn't do, and then talk about it. He's prima donna, man. He got in. What's his name? One of the analysts. I can't remember who it is, but he played with him. Ryan Clark. That's his name. Played with AB, and he said minutes before AB got paid, he had an altercation with him, and he said to the coach, he said, don't pay that man, because as soon as you do, he's going to get a big head and go off the rails, and that's exactly what happened. He went off the rails, and then he went to practice saying, you can't touch me, I'm the franchise. I don't want someone.
But he has been the franchise.
Yeah, except Roethlisberger hasn't been he's been throwing the ball to him, putting up 400 or 500 yards. Yeah, he has a lot of interceptions, but Antonio Brown's not throwing those balls to himself. And Roethlisberger is top 10. He's great. He's a great QB. I would Roethlisberger throwing to me means a lot. So let's not pretend like it's all AB. And it's not the fact that he had Le'Veon taking a lot of those points for the first 3 years. He's not flawless.
Josh just said he'll go to the Patriots.
You see, that's what I would do. I'd go to the Patriots.
That would be scary.
Go to the Patriots, get your ring and bounce.
I tell you right now, if AB ends up in New England, I bet you Gronk doesn't retire next year.
Oh my God. See, that's the thing. I'm vicious about that. I want super teams. I want to see like DeAndre Hopkins on one side and AB on another. I want to see Gronk. I want to see that. I want to see that. Because it fascinates me. But
that would start all the talks again about Tom Brady not slowing down. Because could you imagine you have AB on one side, Gronk on the other side, Edelman, who is amazing, and their luck they'll get AB and Le'Veon. Just give him the title. It's Golden State of the NBA or of the NFL.
I'd be all for it. It would be cool to see AB go to Buffalo, though. I'm not a Buffalo fan.
I think it'd be cool.
They haven't had a superstar since Owens.
Well, I think McCoy's their superstar.
Yeah, I guess that's true. When McCoy did get traded there, he was pretty good.
He was good. I mean, he's still good, don't get me wrong. He's just...
I think he needs an O-line. He has gotten old. He has slowed down, I'm sure. But I just think that he needs an O-line to still look young, you know what I mean?
It's so good. Sorry. No, I agree. He actually said during the Alabama game, which is ironic now, that he wants to draft the entire O-line of Alabama.
I don't know if they want to now.
Not now. No, they do not. That is a tweet that's not going to maintain time. But I just have a beef with AB. I'm not a huge fan of people who betray their team like that. But, I guess you're right. There's two sides to each story. I'm just choosing the side where he's a dick.
All right. I'm going to get Chris involved on this one. I'm going to get you
I have
involved,
a question
too.
for you guys first, though.
Go ahead.
Okay. So it's you're down 6 with 3 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your quarterback? Any time, doesn't matter when, where, whatever. Who's
Any
your quarterback
decade?
and who's your receiver?
Any decade?
Any decade. It doesn't matter. Everyone's alive right now. Everyone's playable in their 20s. Who's your quarterback? Who's your receiver?
It's going to have to be. It's like the Super Bowl, or is it just a game? Because it does make a difference.
We'll make it the Super Bowl.
I'm going to say, if I was being funny, it's like Eli to fucking Manningham. Because that already happened. I would probably say Brady, because he's the GOAT.
And he's reliable, too. Even if he's not I would say, even if he's not, I'm not saying he isn't the best. I'm saying,
you could take him in their prime. If you could take him in your prime, you might want to get Peyton. Peyton was disgusting. In his prime, he was...
This is simple. I don't know why you're struggling with this.
I'm going to say Peyton and then Moss. That's what I'm going to say.
I'm going a little, kind of, not really. I'm going to go Favre, Moss.
Favre, stop.
Yeah, Favre in his prime was nasty. Don't even say.
Interception
I'm sorry.
king. Okay.
Yeah, but his touchdowns, amount of touchdowns to interception ratio is huge.
Yeah, Brett Favre in his prime was nasty. The man could sling the ball. He broke his receiver's finger because he slung it in there so hard.
I'm not denying that, but he didn't have the same intellect, and he wasn't clutch. Tom Brady is clutch for sure.
Yeah.
Peyton, clutch. When Peyton was in his prime, he would literally slice and dice defenses like nothing. It was if he never had neck issues, he'd be the GOAT because he was that good. He was so intelligent, even all the way to the end.
All right, fine. How about this one? I'm surprised you. How about this one? Drew Brees, Moss.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Brees would probably be good.
Brees
I
would
feel
be...
like I've never seen him in a 2-minute drill though.
All right, let's see.
Because he never needs to because he scores 50 points a game.
Who do you pick, Jim Kelly?
Frank Reich. No, if I really had to choose, it probably would be Brady. I mean, I've seen him enough to know that he's a comeback king. He knows how to. He can bring you back.
Peterman can. That's Patrick's answer.
Peterman. All right, so if your team is on defense right now and you're down 6, Peterman.
That's fantastic.
That is fantastic.
Peterman and Watkins.
Oh my
Oh
God.
God.
Watkins wouldn't make it on the field without his foot
Is he still
exploding.
in, what is he? Where is he right now?
The Rams. The Rams.
No, he got booted from the Rams.
Oh, is it Chargers?
Yeah,
No, he's on the 49ers now.
Oh, yeah. Either way, he's out with injury.
Is he?
Yeah.
His foot's broken again. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's such a disappointing.
It's because he gets fat. You can't run like that when you're fat. Look at, what's his name? The guy you guys.
Calvin
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Calvin Benjamin.
One Popeye's biscuit from a tight end.
That's right. That's right.
So
Dude,
I got a fun one for you.
All right.
If you could change teams right now, pick any other your second. Like if you had to drop the Bills and pick a football team to root for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Oh, well, my secondary team was always been the Eagles.
the Eagles,
I
yeah.
always liked the Eagles.
He likes the Eagles. I like the Eagles' colors.
Yeah.
I think
that's how I picked my teams when I was little.
Same, yeah. I was just a lion, and I like the color blue. I think it would be Baltimore. I don't know if it would be now. But Ray Lewis was one of my favorites ones.
Well, no, the team you pick is the team you have now.
Detroit?
Well, no, like
Oh, okay.
this era.
Like, right
Like you're
now?
not saying, okay, well,
Oh,
I'll
I
drop
think-
Detroit for like the 90, 91, whatever. Like if you drop
It'd be-
Detroit, you take the team you pick like right now as is.
Peterman
It'd be
can, he
Houston.
doesn't-
It would
What
be
Houston?
Yeah.
Patrick doesn't even know who Peterman is.
No. But, well, he didn't know that some of the names we were saying. I don't think.
Oh.
That's a good question, though. I like that. All right. Mike McCarthy, ex-coach to Green Bay. He's not coaching next year. He wanted the Jets job. Only the Jets job.
Came out and said he's going to sit this year, and his family's okay with it.
I mean, he's got enough money. I mean, the Packers paid him like 20 mil.
Why does he only want the Jets?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's for location. I'm not sure. I mean, he can be picky. He'll get a job. I mean,
It'll be next year.
How good of a coach is he, though?
he was okay. I mean, he had Aaron Rodgers, so you don't know how good he was. I didn't like him as a coach. I thought he was horrible. I think offensively he was clueless. I think if, like Brady said himself, if Rodgers was on Belichick's team, he'd score 50 points a game. Because Belichick was a mastermind and Aaron Rodgers was so talented, that's why he would just be that dominant. But McCarthy has no idea how to use Rodgers.
Yeah, isn't Rodgers the reason why they're losing so much is because Rodgers is calling all the plays?
Yeah,
Well, he was doing that.
He's changing the plays at the huddle. Like McCarthy would tell him what play to run, and then Rodgers would get up to the line, be ready to snap, and he'd see the defense, the way they're lined up, and he'd change the play every time.
I think I'm sure Brady and Breeze does that. When you have that much experience, you've earned that.
And we don't know also how much this is true. You know when a quarterback and a coach break up, it's always dirty. There's always low blows. I mean, I'm sure Aaron Rodgers changed the play because I would too. If I'm as good as Aaron Rodgers and I see a defense the way
But Aaron Rodgers' head is so big though.
He's definitely big-headed. But it's because
when you destroy line after line after line after line,
they're not in the playoffs.
no, they're not. But the thing is, though, is one, he was banged up, and two, like I said, McCarthy doesn't know how to coach that defense mainly. Aaron Rodgers is good, and he's got a big head, but he's earned it. Everyone calls him, including Brady, calls him that he's going to be the greatest of all time. I had this argument at work the other day. He wins one more ring. He goes from being in the top 8, in my opinion, to the top 3. That's all he needs is one more ring. He's that good and talented.
who's number 2?
For right now,
Yeah.
I actually just went over the list with that. With quarterbacks,
Yeah,
Breeze.
Breeze.
Number 2.
Yeah, I
and
feel
then
like
Peyton.
Breeze is underrated.
Underrated.
No one talks about
I
him.
drilled that into your head.
Yes. Honestly, he'd be when Breeze gets this next ring, which I think he will, he's going to be very close to being Brady.
Didn't he just break an NFL record too?
Oh, yeah, he's shattering
He
them.
breaks records every year.
Yeah,
That's what he does, dude.
Ridiculous.
Brady
He
is
beat every one of Peyton Manning's records this year.
Brady is amazing. And Breeze is amazing. The difference is Brady has 5 rings, and I can't get past that because in NFL, it's not like basketball. I do count rings.
To be fair though, the Patriots have the easiest division to win.
Yes.
They're always in the playoffs specifically because of that.
But they do win those playoff games. That's for me.
Yeah.
That's what makes me go because like KC and all these great teams, they don't. The Bears. Look at the Bears. That's how hard it is to win a playoff game. They were literally inches from beating the Eagles and moving on. Somehow Brady did that 3 times, 5 times to a Super Bowl and won it. And it wasn't just Brady. I know it's a
some
team
questionable
sport.
calls in those games though.
Of course, there's questionable
There's always
calls in all of them.
questionable calls
Yeah.
in
But at the
playoffs.
end of the day, I'm sitting there going, he has 5. that's amazing that he's had what, he had 7 opportunities.
Yep.
That's insane. And he did that, a lot of that as a QB. He'd never had a good running back.
Could you imagine if, I'm telling you right now, if he had never lost a Super Bowl and he has 7 rings, no one's going to touch him. He's the GOAT.
Even right now, I think he's the guy.
He is the GOAT, but I agree with you. If Drew Brees wins a title, he's got to jump up there.
If Brees wins another one and then, God forbid, somehow a third one, I think Brees would take it because Brees is just... His numbers are freakish. When you look at them, I don't know how I never looked at them before. It's like 400, 500 yards game. Like
throws
13,
for 5,000. I'm not sure the stats, but I know he's thrown for like 5,000 yards like 4 or 5 years in a row.
It's mind-blowing. But Breeze is definitely up there. I think he's top 2. And Peyton, if he didn't have his neck go, he'd be in there. But he did.
I mean, Peyton, even with his neck, he's still...
Well, the defense won a Super Bowl. All right, so we'll move on. McCarthy, RIP, bro. So obviously playoffs are set. You got a lot of exciting teams in it. We'll just go through them real quick. How you think they're going to do? The Cowboys.
Losing.
You think they're going to lose?
Yep.
I want them to.
Who are they facing?
Or New Orleans.
Yeah, I think they're going to lose.
No, I'm sorry. New Orleans is facing
New
the
Orleans
Eagles.
has the Eagles.
My bad. They have the Eagles. Let me look.
Do you think Foles can bring it out against the
No,
Saints?
they should not.
I really want the Saints to win, but
the Saints are going to win.
Yeah.
The Saints, last time they played the Eagles, I think they beat them 48 to something.
I mean, the Eagles just barely squeaked by the Bears, and Mac was pretty much not even in that game.
It drives me nuts that the Eagles won because New Orleans versus the Bears would have been so much better.
To the shock on everyone's face, I was
They got the
watching
Rams.
the camera.
Rams. Oh, oof. The Rams were. That's going to be a good
Depends on
game.
what Rams
though.
you get though.
Yeah, that's just it. The Rams, for all the money they put into that defense,
It should be better.
It should be way better. I mean, don't get me wrong. Their record's 13-3. It's a good record, and they're still a good team. But the amount of money that they put into that defense, strictly last year,
Like 150 mil.
it should be way better. This shouldn't even be a question. Like the amount of money, it should be Rams all the way. And now people are like,
Yeah, you look at their wins, and it's because it's like 50-43, and it's like they outscore their teams. They don't care about their defense,
And when you're paying that much money, and we said this at the beginning of the year, my big fear was to see if they could pull it together and get that chemistry. Aaron Donald is doing his thing. He's a beast, man. He's probably Defensive Player of the Year.
he definitely is. Who's gonna match him?
The only one would be Mac. JJ was doing really, really good for a while, but he fell off. But
Why is the reward always an accessory in sports? I don't get it. Explain that.
why is it a ring? Why is the reward a ring? Is that what he's saying?
Accessory in sports.
Because because you could put your hand up and be like, I won this champ and this champ and this champ and this champ.
They never wear them though.
No, because they're hundreds of thousands of
Buy
dollars.
like 50 houses with one ring.
MJ does. MJ wears them to he's the owner of the Hornets.
Really?
Michael Jordan. He'll show up with 6. Like LeBron played not too long ago. I think it was like last year or something. And he went and shook LeBron's hand with all 5 rings on his hand. And LeBron just started laughing because obviously, LBJ is probably never going to have 5 rings. But it's just so funny. He has 5 rings and he has 1 on his thumb. And he's like one of the only people on the planet who needed 6 rings measured. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and plus you can put it on your middle finger. Like I love when they do that.
Him and Phil.
Yeah, that's the coolest one. But yeah, it's just it wouldn't work as a necklace. That would be kind of here's your Super Bowl necklace, like a big ass medallion. It's just
Wow, Josh is just hooking us up.
yeah. All right, well we'll go right through it. Kansas City versus Colts.
Kansas City.
Colts, I'm telling you, they are rolling hot.
I can't wait. It's Saturday, right? Yeah, I can't wait till around like 7:30. I'm gonna get a text message from this guy. Man, Mahomes, it's just incredible. It's just amazing.
I want the Colts to win simply because I don't like the Colts. I don't like Mahomes. I don't.
You don't like Mahomes?
I don't. I think
Dude, he's
I think
exciting to watch.
I think people are too.
You can't say he's overrated because he doesn't have that great of. I mean, he's got Kelsey.
What?
Don't get me wrong, Kelsey's amazing, but like
Travis Kelce.
His Kareem Hunt.
He's gone.
Talk-
Remember, he got the domestic
Hills,
abuse. Yeah,
Tyreek Hill. Is he?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill.
He's the fastest person in the league.
Mahomes has weapons, and he has Andy Reid, who's one of the best QB coaches of all time.
He also has a really good offensive line too.
Yeah, he's got a great team. I'm
not saying he's not good, but to say that he's amazing
for his age,
he's amazing for his age.
Like, this is technically his first year because he sat out pretty much all of last year because he was behind Alex Smith, but
and then put in the line with an amazing team.
Yeah, but the thing is,
it helps. I'm not saying he's
help.
not good. I'm just saying that to think he's like MVP material. I think the team is MVP material, not Mahomes himself.
I think Mahomes is getting a lot of credit, and I get what you're saying, that the other team is obviously making him look really, really good, but he's also doing a great job of not looking bad. Yeah. Like you can mess that up.
He could be throwing interceptions.
Exactly. So what he's doing is incredible. It's not as incredible as people are making it out to be. He's not like Aaron Rodgers already, but you're sitting there going, this he's good.
Yeah, he's going to be something in years to come for sure.
But I think that the Colts are going to win it. The only reason I say that is because KC always loses in the first. And I think it would be really exciting to have KC go down. A lot of people want to see Kansas City versus Saints. I want to see that. I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Colts are just riding so high. They're not supposed to be there. And when you have that, it's just, they destroyed the Texans.
It made Texans look real bad.
I just don't see Kansas City's defense stopping Luck right now. He's just playing lights out, but I don't know. I think, for some reason, I feel like KC's going to go down, and then we're going to get a lot of memes where it's like, sad Kermit the Frog. It's just, that's what's going to happen.
Do you think Lamar Jackson, when he got drafted, where he was drafted, makes sense? Do you think that's a good spot for him?
So Baltimore?
Yeah. No, I mean when he was drafted. He was like 100 or whatever, right?
No, he was the 30 pick in the
second. Yeah, he was the last pick of the first round, right? Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna be good.
I don't think so either.
I think they figured him out already.
He's gonna be an RG3. It's pretty much.
I agree. I don't think he's going to do good. And you just saw him in the playoffs. Like, he choked. I'm sorry. Baltimore, but he looked horrible. The fourth quarter, Baltimore's offense had like 40-some yards. Fourth quarter. That's ridiculous.
I don't know how they didn't put Flacco in.
That's what a lot of people were saying. Like, come fourth quarter, everyone was like, why isn't Flacco in? They were really shocked to see Jackson start.
I mean, I guess that's how you develop a new QB, but I'm not a fan of running QBs, man. I'm just not. It doesn't work. It'll work, but it's short-lived. You have to develop in the pocket. And Lamar stayed in the pocket, and he looked horrible. And that's what's going to happen. They've already figured out how to stop the run. People prepare for it. Unless you're like Russell Wilson, who's just elusive as hell, or like Aaron Rodgers when he's healthy, you're going to get stopped. Or Deshaun Watson.
That's the reason why I like Allen, because even though
Allen's fantastic too, but he has to get better in the pocket.
Allen wants to stay in the pocket. He only runs because he has to. You know?
Yeah, and that's
so bad.
That's the mentality you need. But I think we can all agree Lamar wanted to run first, and then they just stopped the run, and then that means second and third, he had to pass the ball, and he's not that great in the pocket.
Allen has to learn to slide. Yes, he does slide here and there, but there's a lot of times where he puts his shoulder down and takes a hit.
It terrifies me.
That's not. No quarterback should do that. I don't care who you are. Quarterback's supposed to slide.
You're worth too much money.
He hasn't done that in a long time, though. Like the recent games, he's been sliding or getting out of bounds.
Which is good. He needs to keep that up because RG3 had that tough man mentality, and then the Washington Redskins made one knee go that way and the other knee go that way, and he was never the same.
The Dallas Cowboys one, right?
Hearns.
Yes,
dude,
Hearns.
They
dislocated his ankle, right? Didn't you say?
Yeah, it was just a dislocation.
But it looked nasty.
Which is worse, though.
They cut to a commercial. I didn't see it because I was kind of paying attention, but it didn't. And they're like, they cut to commercial, and then they cut back, and they're like, we're not going to show the replay. And I was like, I want to see it now. So I went to like YouTube, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it was not good.
Like his foot's facing this way, and the other one's this way, and it's like.
You know what's messed up is I was watching it. I watched it on my laptop. And my laptop freezes all the time because it's streaming, and it froze right when it was happening. And I'm just staring at it. I'm like, why are they showing? Like, why is it not moving? And no one's talking. And I'm like, this is sick. And I realized it was frozen. But for like 2 minutes, I'm like, these people are sick. Like, what is wrong with it?
It was gnarly.
Oh, it was. LA Chargers. They should be interesting.
Apparently Patrick thinks he can take on the Chargers.
Yeah, the entire roster.
Yeah, came on.
Chargers, duh. They're playing the Pats.
I gotta
go with old reliable. I gotta go with Brady.
I'm gonna pick the Pats.
When it comes to the playoffs, Brady, I get
right.
it. They've been mediocre this year. I mean, when was the last time they had 5 losses in a season? But when they get to the playoffs, there's just something clicks with the Patriots.
I'm gonna make this right now. It's gonna be an LA Super Bowl.
Oh, LA Rams versus LA Chargers?
Yeah, that's what it's going to be in the Super Bowl.
That'd be kind of crazy.
That would be kind of crazy. It's not going to happen. The reason why I don't think it's going to happen is, in my heart of hearts, I don't think the Saints are going to lose. You have to go to the Superdome and somehow beat the best offense in the league against a veteran QB with a veteran coach with a pretty good defense. I just don't see how it's going to happen.
Run game.
And with a very, very intelligent fan base. Like, remember how when we went to the Buffalo Bills game, and you even said this, the offense would be on the field, the Buffalo Bills offense, and everyone's going nuts when you're supposed to be quiet. Yeah. And when the defense is on, that's when you're loud, right? So they can't hear. And Chris is over there going, these guys are idiots. Like, they don't know. But you go to the Saints... No, it's completely intelligent.
Dude, you can hear them talking on the field.
When Breeze is on the field, it's just like you could hear a pin drop. And that's an intelligent, smart fan base. I don't see anyone beating the Saints. I truly don't. I don't know how you do. You're going to have a miraculous game.
Well, that's another reason why I think Patriots might not go to the Super Bowl.
I've never been able to say that word right.
What?
I probably won't say it right now.
Who's the Niners quarterback?
Garoppolo?
Forgot I can't say that. Too many R's. Galapagos Island.
But the main reason I don't think the Patriots are going to make it to the Super Bowl. They might make it past this round, but I don't think they'll make the Super Bowl.
I don't think so.
Because they're not at home.
Nope.
If they were first seed, I think they would.
But winning in Foxborough is hard.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think that is a big problem. I mean, we'll see. I mean, you know what I love about Brady is he's kind of one of those people where if the chips are down, he almost plays better. So we'll see.
I mean, yeah,
that's why he's like the comeback king. But
a lot of people don't want them to make it, and that makes me go, I kind of want them to make it.
I want to see him cry.
Oh, my God. But, okay, so I'm picking Pats. You pick Chargers. Pats. Okay. You're probably Chargers would be cool. I love Philip Rivers. I'd love to see him
He's
go.
one of those quarterbacks, too, that I feel like he deserves
underrated.
A ring, you know? Yeah.
If he gets one ring, he's Hall of Fame bound. But he needs that one ring.
I agree with that. Like, if he doesn't get a ring, I don't think he'll make the Hall of Fame.
Unfortunately, no. Rams versus... We talked about this,
Yeah,
right?
we did this already.
Rams versus... I can't
It's
remember.
the Eagles.
No.
Well, we did Dallas versus the Rams.
Eagles is Saints.
Yeah, Saints and Eagles.
And we all agree that's
it's going to be the Saints. Chargers, Pats.
Roll up one more. Roll up one more. There you go. Dallas plays the Rams. We did this. You're right.
Yeah.
So Rams are going to win, hopefully. But Dallas, who knows? It depends on what Zeke and what Prescott shows up.
Would you believe if I told you that the Rams have one of the worst run defenses in the league?
I wouldn't, because I said that at the beginning of the year, where I think that chemistry is an issue. I said they're going to be sack happy. And that's exactly what they are. They're all looking for sacks because that boosts their numbers and gets them paid. That's not your job. Like, Ndamukong Suh has never held to his job. Right? In Detroit, he was fantastic. Why? Because we had no one else. So, Suh, go get him. Go, sick him. That's all his job was. But when he goes to a thing where he's a system player, which means you have to do your job, which is just to block the run and let someone else get him, he's not good in it. And I was right. They're not good in it. When you have that many egos on one line and only one person can get the sack most of the time, it doesn't always work, and it's not working.
It's going to be a reunion in Detroit next year.
I don't want Suh. I don't.
This is last year.
He hasn't got any penalties, though.
Like, stepped on people?
Yep.
Yeah, he's the one. Aaron Rodgers had like a wicked bad ACL injury, and he stepped right on it. That was really bad.
Stepped on his ankle.
Yeah. Ndamukong Suh's a piece of trash. For sure. I don't want him.
Did you guys hear the news about who the Bills picked up?
No.
They picked up a receiver.
Oh, boy.
The number one receiver in the CFL.
That's right.
The Canadian Football League. They picked up... I don't remember his name, but they picked him up. I guess he was like... He's basically...
I think his name's Duke Williams or something.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Yeah, I saw Duke, but then I realized he's in the
nickname's
CFL.
Duke.
So.
He has this really, like... It's like Dahulibaba name. But...
You heard it here first, people.
Yeah.
Dookie Williams.
But I guess he's basically just like Kelvin Benjamin, just not as fat.
So he's nothing like Calvin Benjamin. That's his thing. Calvin Benjamin might as well look. He looks like he eats Captain Crunch all day. That's what Calvin Benjamin looks like.
Popeye's biscuit away from a tight end.
I hated Calvin Benjamin. Even when he was with the Panthers, man.
If he could have just caught, like, I don't know, half the balls he dropped, he'd be a little better.
Him and Eddie Lacy, man, they need to do like a YouTube channel.
Eddie Lacy, wow.
I heard he went to the 49ers. I don't know if
yeah, they cut him.
Though. Oh, they did?
Yeah, because he didn't make weight. He was
I am not surprised.
Eddie Lacy was so fat that they were like, "We'll pay you, but you have to stay under this weight." And he got weighed every week, and he didn't make weight, and they cut him.
Oh,
he had the same deal. He went to Seattle.
Seattle, yep.
Same deal he had.
He would have got like a $2 million signing bonus if he would have made weight or something, and he couldn't.
I don't know how you don't do that. That's your job.
He tried saying that he was like big boned and it was his metabolism, and it's like, dude, like
how big are your bones?
Like, yeah, like bones don't grow thick. Like they think maybe in length, but not in thickness. But yeah, I don't think he's in the league anymore. I'm pretty sure he's not. So they did a survey. I thought this was interesting about Kaepernick. Which obviously there's a lot of controversy there that he's not picked up. Apparently 95% of the league says he should have a job. I'd have to agree. I don't care about all the other Jedi, but talent-wise, I would say he's better than probably at least 10 QBs right now. He's better than Bortles. I'd put money on that. Bortles is trash. Who's that guy they have in the Jets? Donald.
Oh, Donald.
He's horrible.
Sam Donald.
Kaepernick would be better. Before you guys had Josh Allen, Kaepernick would have been a better pickup than Peterman. I mean, he should have a job. I think he's done too much damage. And he's been out of the league for, 3-4 years?
Yep.
You have to think he's done.
Dude, I hated the comments on Facebook. Anywhere I went for, Bill's pages, when they had Tyrod, or they were in the transition from Tyrod or whatever, and, every other comment would be like, Kaepernick, get Kaepernick. And then people would be like, he's terrible, we're not getting Kaepernick.
Kaepernick was, he wasn't bad. He just wasn't, you don't look at him and go, franchise. You just didn't.
I think he was another RG3. He was scary at first until they figured him out.
Yeah.
And then they figured him out. And
he also didn't help. This is just my opinion personally. When he started this whole stupid kneeling thing,
yeah.
Once that started and he saw the reaction he got, he did care less about his football performance. All he wanted to do was be in the media about taking down the juggernaut that is the NFL. I think it was half and half.
It's just one of those things where when he did the protesting thing, what's amazing about America is you get the opportunity to protest. The issue with that is he was just starting to make it all about that. We watch sports, well, some of us do, to get away from that crap. You know what I mean? And when you infuse that into the sport and you start getting those kind of reactions, it's not a good thing.
No.
And it's a distraction. I wouldn't want him on Detroit if he was going to be a distraction. If I'm not getting a post about how our offensive line's doing, instead I'm getting a post about Kaepernick made 3 more people kneel, I don't want that. So I get it. I mean, I get he's talented, but Tebow was talented. That doesn't mean he kept a job.
Yeah.
Tebow's talented. A lot of talented people in the world. Sometimes you don't keep your job. So I got a lot of Bills stuff.
Okay.
Your specialty.
Ooh.
So I think you can agree this is pretty clear cut. The Bills should look into free agency to rebuild their offensive line. Because you were telling me at the game that it's horrendous and it wasn't as bad as people said.
I think they're going to do as much as possible free agency, and then late draft probably for a line.
Alabama might have lost really badly, but there's picks there, and you guys have a first round at least.
My
right?
guess is they're going to trade half of their 10 picks to get into first round pick or something.
You're in top. Are you 9? 8? So you're somewhere around
they're
there.
9, 10.
Detroit's 8. So you're above us.
Yeah, I think we're 9 or 10 of them.
Yeah. So, because you... Well, what are you?
5.
How are you 5? Weren't you guys monsters?
No,
the first 2 games of the year.
No, you won 4 in a row, I thought.
No, we didn't. We won 2 in a row, and then lost 5 in a row.
Jesus, you made it sound like it was 4 in a row.
No.
No, I'm pretty sure they were 4 in a row.
Really? Seriously? We're going to do this right now?
I'm pretty sure. I think it was 4 in a row.
I think it was, because... They had
Fitzmagic.
Yeah, and Fitzmagic.
I'll bet you both.
No.
4 packs of Red Bull.
He's confident. Back off, Chris. Just back off. He's confident.
I think he's bluffing.
No, his broke ass can't buy that.
All right, just one pack.
One pack.
One pack. 4-pack.
It's a $7 bet. I'm not taking that bet.
I'll do it. Why not?
Okay.
I can tell you who we beat. We beat Philly. We beat the Saints. Then the very next Monday night, on our way to our honeymoon, we lost to Pittsburgh. The very next week, we lost to Chicago. The very next week, seriously.
All right, let's look this up.
You guys really want to go down this road with me?
I'm looking it up
I pulled my troops out. I'm out. You just invaded my Poland. I'm out.
Damn, 5-11. Holy shit.
Yeah, you guys are horrible. We were 5-11 too, I think.
Let's see. Full schedule.
Steve is right. Damn it, Josh. Damn it.
Thanks, Josh.
All right, regular season. Win-win. 3 losses. Win. All right, I guess I owe you something.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Because Fitzmagic had like 4 games in a
I
row.
thought
right? Like,
so,
over
too.
4
No,
years.
Fitzmagic had 2 great games in a row.
No, he had
then
3.
a really bad game. Then benched. Then Winston came in. Then
No,
Winston got benched.
Because he's the first NFL quarterback to have 3 games in a row over 300 yards.
But they still lost the
We
third
still
one.
lost.
But I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. Trade Stafford. Give me Fitzmagic. I want Fitzmagic. I'm just
So you're
saying.
good for about 3 wins, big
I
guy.
don't give. I love Fitzmagic.
I don't think he's that bad. Like I just think
He's not.
He's just such a gunslinger. As a coach, you just got to be like, all right, chill a little
he's
bit.
a less talented Favre.
By the way, it's Blueberry.
Blueberry, I'll get you.
Blueberry Red Bull. All right.
I'll live up to it. I shook on it.
Sure. And it's on TV.
It's on TV?
on
We're on TV.
Talk more
ABC.
about the Bills. I need it.
ABC. Kyle Williams playing in the Pro Bowl.
Dude.
I think that's super cool.
That's a nice send off too.
Does it bother you that his last game won't be in Buffalo? Because he was hesitant. He was like,
Oh.
I want my last game to be in Buffalo.
No, I don't think that's such a big.
I don't
deal
think
to
the Pro Bowl is a game.
It's not.
me. No, he's
my
going to
opinion.
go there. He's going to enjoy his vacation.
Yeah, it's in Hawaii again.
He's
No,
going to get a lot
it's
of
in
handshakes
Orlando.
from people, and he's going to cry a little bit, and then
Orlando's better, way better, less
Then
flight.
Hawaii?
Yeah, well, less flight, dude. The players
I
always
think he
talk
went
about.
last year too, didn't he?
Yeah,
He's 2
dude.
years
Everyone
ago.
loves Kyle Williams. Even I love Kyle Williams. He's one of those people.
John would be
where-
that guy
Alright.
if he won a trip to either Jamaica or Michigan. He'd be like, Michigan's way easier. Let's just go there.
Michigan with the sweet hotel.
I'll bring something else up. How overrated do you think
Super
the
8.
Pro Bowl is?
I don't think it's rated at all. I think
Overrated,
I think it's a
absolutely.
joke. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I mean.
I think.
It's not worth it anymore.
Because the Bills had the top defense, one of the top defenses, and
A lot of
only
the guys went.
none of them went.
No, a couple years ago.
Yeah,
No, we're talking about
last
this
year.
year.
I'm talking about
okay.
this year right now. They
Oh,
had like
sorry.
the top defense in the
You
league.
didn't have the tight. That was Baltimore.
No,
You were up there, though.
You were up there. You're
five.
top
We were
3,
not-
I think.
We were either number 1 or number 2.
Yeah, I think you were probably 2.
we were
'cause
probably
Baltimore-
flip flopping
yeah.
with Baltimore a lot. But anyways, and only one of them got in. Kyle Williams is the only one from the defense who got in.
I think it's more the
Popularity.
Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl has become more just like the NBA All Star. You just get voted by how popular you are. That's why LeBron's in it and the captain every time because everyone knows the name LeBron James. So when that little voting thing comes up, anyone, oh, I know LeBron, and that you just voted for him.
It's like-
Same with Curry, same with those names you know. It's the same with the Pro Bowl. Like me, I wouldn't be able to name you all 5. I've watched a lot of Bill games. I can't name you all 5 offensive linemen. I can name you Kyle Williams. So if he came up on the list, so it's broken.
It's the same as my team. My team was like top 3 offense all year.
Did Mike
year,
Evans
and
make the Pro Bowl?
Only because Julio Jones is injured. He didn't make it. Julio,
That's the same with Kyle Williams though. He only made it
yeah,
because
because injury. Mike Evans was number 3 in receiving yards for all the NFL, and he didn't get
It's
in.
just such a joke.
It's popularity. If you're on a good team, you'll get in.
And you're on a team that actually gets televised. The Bills are so not televised.
No, it's like Detroit doesn't get televised at all. I mean, who is like, oh, dude, the Detroit game's not nobody. Like,
That's what I kind
nobody.
of like it, but I kind of don't because there's I like that if the Bills are doing good, they can sneak into another person's team or something like that, and that's what they did last year.
surprise them type thing.
But but it's times like these because you have players that are good who deserve because Pro Bowl recognition helps you get into the Hall of Fame too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because
And if
everyone's
you don't
always
have
like, you got 9 Pro Bowls or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's a joke. I mean,
I don't watch the Pro Bowl anymore.
The-
I used to love the Pro Bowl.
they
Now-
don't play. I don't even blame them
Oh.
for not playing.
Do you know
Like,
who's
why would
actually
you put
one
yourself
of
at
the team
risk?
coaches for that?
Who?
Jim Kelly.
Oh.
He's actually one of the coach or whatever they are for this year.
Yeah, he's probably an AFC coach.
A captain or something. I don't remember what they're called. But.
It just doesn't work. I mean, they might as well just do flag football because they don't tackle, they don't do anything. Like,
They
the
even came
skills-
out like a couple years ago warning players you need to at least try, and it's still not working.
No,
Like,
I mean, why would you? Why would you?
risk next year by
Yes.
tearing an ACL or something stupid.
Or
I
like
get
you're
why
on
they
a
do
you're on
it.
a contract year, and it's like, yeah, go out and play really hard. No,
We had,
this is my next year. Is how I get paid for the next 5.
ironically enough, Tampa has had kicking woes for like the last 4 years. It's been horrible. We had a field goal kicker who was really good. He was accurate. tore his ACL in a pickup soccer game. Hasn't played since, and
I shouldn't laugh at that. That's horrible.
like
But
it happens. So I get players like, especially like you said, contract years. Why would you want to risk getting hurt? Then just end the Pro Bowl. You already took it from Hawaii and brought it to Orlando.
I watched the skills challenge is cool to me. I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I watched that. I think it's fascinating because these guys are so talented. They like throw a football like 80 yards and hit like a pin. It's amazing. But
I don't think
you can get them to play.
I think a lot of the players honestly think that this isn't worth. No, I don't.
You know what would get them to play if like they had a certain like.
Well, they already pay him.
If
you win this game, you get this amount of
But
money.
money is not an object for these guys. So like,
They're in a Pro Bowl. They're probably making really.
Think
good
about
money
this.
anyways.
Like, what if they were like, all right, they do AFC, NFC,
Yep.
right? Or they did
it's
the
AFC,
thing where they
NFC.
drafted for a while. Did they stop doing that?
Yeah, I think they only did that like 1 or 2 years.
So
and
let's
they
say
stopped.
they do.
Remember they had team captains.
Jerry Rice
and then
versus,
Jerry Rice,
Deion.
Deion Sanders, and they'd pick players.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it wasn't AFC, NFC. It was
Which was-
Sanders versus.
Oh, okay. I just thought that was still AFC, NFC thing.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, a ring could help. I mean, I think a lot of it, if it would help their team, like, I know they wouldn't give them, like, a draft pick, but something like that, where it's like, hey, this will help your team. Maybe you'd go out there and try more. It's got to be something where it's incentive for them to win in the future. Money is not, unless you're giving them, like, $100 million, money, and most of them give it to charity anyway. So it's tough. It's tough to motivate players that get paid that much money, and their entire money or all their economics is through their body. So you're asking someone to go out there and hit one of the best players on the planet as hard as you can for like almost like a pickup game.
I agree. Keep the skills challenge if you want.
Yeah, do all skills.
Get rid of the Pro Bowl. Like
Or
get
make
rid of the
it
game.
fun. You know, what would be fun. I'd watch flag football. That would be funny. I would love to watch professional NFL players play actual flag football.
Dude,
that would be funny to me.
You watch those videos of like it's an actual like league that
Yeah.
has people like without pads, and they just full on tackle each other without pads and stuff, and it's insane.
Yeah, is it rugby?
No, it's an actual football team, like, but it's just messed up.
Winning league gets home field advantage in the what? That's cool. That's actually cool. I didn't know they did that. Winning team gets home field advantage in the World Series. I mean, I guess they could do that, except they pick Super
didn't know
Bowl
that either.
cities, so it's a little bit
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Like, that's the only reason why it wouldn't work is because they pick a Super Bowl city years in advance.
Mm-hmm.
But there's things you could incentivize with. Like you could say, oh, you get, I don't know, you get an extra 2 minutes. I don't
An
know.
extra draft pick on your team.
I mean, that would be huge.
That would be really bad.
I mean, imagine
depending on where the pick is.
Or like, it's tough because how would you do that? There's 32 teams, and you're gonna have 16 teams on both. And if one wins, you can't give 16 teams a draft pick.
This is very true.
So, I don't know. If they can't figure it out, which clearly they can't, just get rid of it. Just make it 2 days, 3 days of skills challenges. I'd watch that. I mean, but it's clearly not working. It's just one of those broken things. You guys know McVay, the Rams coach? Have you guys seen how he's like a super genius? No, okay, which is actually pretty cool. So McVay's got like an IQ, like an actual IQ, like close to the hundreds and 20s. Like it's really high. He's got a photographic memory also. So on top of all that, he can tell you any play he's ever coached at any point in his entire life. So there's a cool segment on YouTube where they go up to McVay. He's in the middle of coaching. They're like, 3rd down, 6 years ago, you're playing the Browns. It's 3rd down and 10. What happens? And he tells you exactly what happens to a T. Which player caught the ball or didn't catch the ball? Which team member tackled him? All of it, right there on the spot. He did it all 10. He did 10 questions. He did all 10 in a row. It's fascinating. Like he goes up there to the press conference, post game things, and he's like, "This is what went wrong on this play at this time, on this down, on this everything." And he has no notes.
Isn't that why Manning was so good too? 'Cause
Yeah.
he had a photographic.
Yeah, he had a photographic memory, but Manning didn't have 120 IQ. So McVay he's everyone's
120.
Yeah, it's like super high. I don't know if that's high. Whatever high is.
120 is supposed to be average.
Okay, so 150 is that high? I don't know.
150
I don't have the 100 and whatever it is IQ.
He's super smart. Okay.
He's super smart. And he actually, funny enough, he has an engineer degree, and he just
He
decided.
builds rockets too.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same one as you, but I know he got a degree, and he was like, I want to coach, and he just.
In case people don't know, I'm going to school for aerospace engineering.
Yes, he's going for aeroplane
I'm
engineering.
smarter than these two.
I think that we can agree to that. Oh no,
There's no arguing.
I'm humble.
that.
what's it doing? It's thinking.
It didn't like my.
Oh,
comment.
what? We're back.
And we're back. Set up.
It's a setup. Haha.
Oh, thank you for making it clear. But anyway, McVay fascinates me. So if you haven't looked at McVay videos, it's really cool. It blows my mind
I'll check that out.
because it's literally like 6 years. When he was a kid, he could talk about things that he did or played when he was in like 7th grade, and it's to a T. It's insane to me.
I can't imagine having a photographic memory.
No, I can't even envision
I
it.
love it, but I don't know how I'd do it.
I could picture it.
A lot of doctors have photographic. I hate you. That was a dad joke. You're already prepping for dad jokes. Jesus God.
Ah.
All right, so for sports, that's pretty much all I have, unless you have anything else? No? Yes? No? All right, so I got some questions for you, sports related, and I'll just ring them off and you'll
I don't
answer.
care.
Chris is answering? This is amazing.
Yeah, it's Chris, because I already know everything about you,
Wow.
and you're not special anymore.
Wow.
All right.
Wrecked.
I know we probably answered a few of these, but we'll just
Oh,
ring through.
snap.
What are your favorite sports to watch and play, and why?
All right, so football I like to watch the most.
Shocker.
I think I'd like to play football the most too, but I think I like playing basketball. It's kind of chill for me. I can just sit back and just toss the ball. You know, I don't have to worry about somebody else plowing through me and breaking a rib or something. I remember playing like backyard football with a whole bunch of friends and like getting hurt and stuff, which wasn't that much fun. But
Okay, so that makes sense. Basketball makes sense because you're tall.
I suck at it though.
I suck at it too. And I'm short, so you're already ahead of me. All right, favorite sports teams? Obviously, we know one.
Bills.
Patriots. Do you have any other ones? Or is it just football?
Oh, well, I like the
Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic. I don't really watch anything else. Oh, I like the Rochester Nighthawks.
You're fired.
For lacrosse.
What about hockey?
Hockey, Sabres.
Yeah, that's a pretty good go-to.
Not as good as my team, but
Do you have a favorite golfer? Do you know any?
I do.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger
That's
Woods.
what it is.
Tiger
I
Woods
got
is
one.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Happy Gilmore?
No, what's the guy from Happy Gilmore though?
Adams.
Bob Barker?
No, the main villain. dude.
Shooter McGavin?
Shooter McGavin. There we go. That's my favorite. He's my favorite golfer.
I eat pieces of shit like you for
For
breakfast.
breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? I love that.
Play it where it lies.
All right,
Speak. Bill Murray.
favorite players? Do you have any favorite
Athletes.
athletes? Yeah.
Favorite athlete.
Yeah. Like I have favorites like Ray Lewis.
I don't know. Most of my
JJ.
favorite players are kind of current, except for Kyle Williams. I'd have to say he's pretty cool. I really like Lorenzo Alexander. He's from the Bills. He's a
Linebacker, right?
yeah. He's really cool. He's cool off the field too. He's actually in the running for Walter Payton Man of the Year, whatever.
Yep, that's pretty cool. All right. What is your biggest pet peeve as a sports fan?
As a sports fan,
Yeah, like something that you're a sports fan and another fan does or another team does that you're just like, I hate that.
Oh,
Like I know mine. It's being a Bills fan. That's
All
my
right.
pet peeve.
I know mine. James Harden.
biggest pet peeve at a game. I don't know. I think I would say like some of the Bills Mafia stuff. Like some people are just so ridiculous. Like throwing a dildo on the field. That's just stupid.
Yeah, just classless people. Classless. I think I have to agree. I think most of Bill's Mafia drives me nuts. Like the bad ones. The ones that aren't there for the game, but it's basically a glorified frat party. Like if you don't respect the game, it bothers me.
Like when they're not being quiet. I'd say that's a pet peeve because like one of my biggest pet peeves is people being able to not do simple tasks that like turning on your turning signal. Why the heck can't you turn on your turning signal? Like, it's right next to your hand. It's a huge pet peeve for me. So like to be silent when like the offense is on or something. I don't understand why you can't do that. So it's just I guess that's my pet peeve.
It's fair. I mean, I agree. All right. What is Your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero. I've always been an Iron Man fan, even before the movies came out. So
Because you're an engineer. That's why.
I guess that's true. But I've come to like I like Deadpool just because of Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. You don't even have to make that.
I know, but like I've liked him like before.
Who, Ryan Reynolds or Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds.
Again, they're the same person.
Yeah, but well, have you watched Blade 3?
It's horrible.
Yeah, I finally saw it. Not too
It's
long ago.
horrible.
It is, except Hannibal King, the guy Ryan Reynolds plays.
It's Deadpool in that movie. Like that's why I love it.
It's funny, in an interview, we've talked about this before, about he went in to read for Hannibal King, and he read it exactly like he did for Deadpool. And the guy was like, that's not how Hannibal King is. And he's like, well, that's how I'm going to be. And the director obviously had no idea in the comics how Hannibal King was, because he's not like that at all. He's a complete badass in the comics, doesn't make wisecracks, nothing. So the director just liked what Ryan Reynolds was giving him. And he went through that entire thing, and he said he just was pretending to be Deadpool, because at that point it wasn't greenlit. It wouldn't get greenlit. He tried all. And he's like, he says to this day, he's like, Hannibal King was Deadpool to me. Just different name. So he wasn't, like, to him, that was just he said it was his audition for Deadpool. And so when he went in and they finally pitched the Deadpool idea, he put the Hannibal King, he's like, he's going to be kind of like this, except in a red suit. And it's really master plan right there, because he did it years before.
Dude,
horrible.
He was ripped in that movie too.
He said that was one of the worst times of his life, because at that point he was eating like a smoothie a day.
He had like a 12-pack.
It was disgusting how ripped he was. Triple H, who's a wrestler, went in there going, "What the hell are you doing?" Like, and Triple H was a bodybuilder. He was used to dieting and starving himself. But he said he looked at Ryan Reynolds. He's like, "That's not natural."
Love Triple H, but you are not an actor, big guy.
Oh no,
That was rough. That was rough to watch.
well, there's only like one good WWE actor, and that's The Rock.
John Cena. Oh,
Cena's not bad. Cena's not bad. I will admit that. Cena's
better than The Rock.
I liked watching the
How dare you?
crap.
What is it, John Cena?
Cockblockers? Cockblockers was
Marine?
Marine, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. Like, which one? The first one or the 12th one?
Well, the first one is the one with Cena.
More than one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 6.
The Miz has been in, what, 5 of them?
It's like the Death Race movies. Like, I didn't know there's more than one.
Oh my god, did you see there's a death race in the future? They have a death race 2050 or some crap. It's so stupid.
The Miz is okay. Fuck you. I I love you.
The Miz is okay. Yeah, he's not bad.
He was annoying when I watched the wrestling. Like,
why is this coming up?
I don't know.
What? Oh, this is the challenge I did, where the Irish challenge thing.
oh yeah. Also, another challenge here. If we get like 10 shares, John will drink all this bottle.
Yeah, it's true. What? If you get 10 shares, I will.
All right, Tyler's taking him home, and I'm taking the Charger out for a ride.
Oh, it's a risky move in this weather.
I didn't say I was coming back in one piece.
It's true.
It's not my car. Hammer down.
All right, who's your favorite villain?
Favorite villain?
Yeah, which I guess some people that could go hand in hand, but
I've always liked the Joker, but
it's a common answer. I mean, he's terrific. There's a reason
I
for
like
it.
Jim Carrey's The Riddler.
Jesus, just that, like just.
No, but I don't know. I like specifically, like the Joker from
Heath Ledger.
No,
Dude, that's phenomenal.
Mark Hamill's.
Mark Hamill's? Oh, like in the Dark
yeah.
Knight games and stuff like that.
The movie,
That's fair.
Show.
All right, favorite movie. We like favorites on this.
I hate these because I'm not prepared to think about it.
That's why we do it.
That's why it's fun. It makes you think about it.
Like the first thing that pops in my head is one that I don't think is actually my favorite. I just like it a lot.
If it pops in your head first, that's your favorite. You don't get to choose.
Liar, liar.
Oh
That's
my
a
god, you
good
said that.
one.
Yes,
That's a good
That's
one.
drunk Chris's answer too. Because every time we drink, you're, let's watch Liar, Liar. Oh my god.
It's just so funny.
Whatever
I'm
takes the
kicking
focus
my
off your
ass.
head.
What do you mind? Do you mind?
The last time we were at Timmy's, you were like, let's watch Liar, Liar. And Tim's never seen it. And you were like, how have you never seen it?
What will it be today? A pockmark, eventually.
You're not important enough to remember.
It is a good movie. All right, what's your favorite game? Video game. Or board game, I guess.
It's kind of a tie. Like, my biggest game when I was little was Mass Effect, but I really, really like the Dark Souls series. I'm really good at them. Like, they're a game that's supposed to be really hard, but I'm just good at it, so I like it even more because of that. Like, people are like, I can't do this. Well, I can. You know? So
well, guess what? You suck.
That's pretty much why I like it so much. It's like, I can do it.
That's fair.
That's fair. I mean, I've always liked them. They have a cool story, and they just have a cool look to them.
Gotcha.
Like, I remember finding when I first bought the game, I was looking through Walmart's like game stuff, and I just saw the case, and was like, the cover to that case looks amazing. I'm buying it. It was the worst mistake I've ever done. Like, I remember playing it going, I can't do this. This is horrible. And then stopped playing it for like a year, came back to it, was like, I bought this, I gotta play it. And then I did it, and I was so good at it. So.
Well, a lot of people like that series, the Dark Souls. I've never played it.
It's like a cult following.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll play it. But...
I doubt you'd be able to play it.
Oh, my God. Challenge accepted. All right, so we're going to, obviously, because, what? What do you mean about this?
Some of the great stuff that's on there.
Oh, yeah, there's some good stuff.
Mainly this one.
Yeah, all right.
Porn.
So we're gonna go, obviously, Patrick, he's sick, so we're going to just mesh right into the other show. Is that cool? Yeah, that's cool. Good answer.
Welcome to the show.
Good God.
Oh, not me!
All right.
If it makes you feel any better, you're going to know a lot more about this stuff than I will.
Flagship.
Well, so just all flagship now. All right, so Samuel Jackson, obviously, Captain Marvel comes out soon. 2 months. Yeah, 2 months, damn. And we get to learn about Nick Fury's origin story, which I'm actually super excited about because...
Get to see where his eye got all messed up.
We're going to see that. We're going to see the start of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're going to see all of these things that we've just kind of been guessing about. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think Captain Marvel is going to be one of those like Guardians of the Galaxy sleepers. I think it's going to be really good.
Kind of like Ant-Man.
Yeah. I mean, Marvel usually kills it, but Samuel L. Jackson is like awesome. So I think he's going to do a great job. And Nick Fury's a great character. And he's nothing like the comics, so I have no idea what they're going to do.
Isn't he a white guy in the comics?
Yes. Which, funny story, Samuel L. Jackson did such a good job. Excuse me.
They're making him black.
They already did. After the first, his first introduction, they rewrote the character. So now he's permanently.
I finally watched the Infinity War movie.
Yes. What did you think?
I thought it was a good movie.
Uh-oh. There's a butt.
Yeah, there's definitely a but.
I don't know. I thought there was too much build up for the end of it. Like it was
He's
literally
impatient. That's his answer. He's impatient and he wants to see the second one now.
Like it was exactly the entire movie was. I was going up an escalator really fucking fast. Like it was just boom all the way up to the top, and then all of a sudden just straight drop, and it's like, all right, wait a year or two.
Dude, I get that.
Welcome to Marvel movies.
Yes, I do love the fact that I'm that invested. Where I'm like, I made it. Like I'm glad you finally saw all of them now, right? You're caught up.
Yep, caught up. I haven't watched the trailer yet. I gotta watch the trailer.
Oh, no, he's not caught up. He hasn't seen the trailer yet.
The trailer's not bad. I mean, it doesn't give anything away. Unfortunately, it gave some stuff away because Samuel L. Jackson leaked some of the stuff. And then on top of that, there's a car company, I think it was a Kia or something, posted a car that gives away who picks up Tony Stark because he's stuck in space right now. And the car posted
Ant-Man,
it.
right?
I have no idea. I didn't read it.
Oh.
I avoid spoilers. Either way, it's out there. So if you want to look it up, if you're impatient, go for it. I did not. That's just my opinion. A little more Marvel stuff. Venom 2 is confirmed.
That's pretty sweet.
Tom Hardy's coming back. They're going to pick up with the Carnage storyline.
See, I love the first one. That one got so much flack, and it said it was horrible, and it bombed, this and that. I loved it. I watched it like 4 times.
Like I could watch it 4 times. Yeah, like
I just like the comedy in it. Like Venom is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I bet you 90% of the people that went to see that movie didn't realize the comedy that was going to be in it. I thought everyone thought it was just going to be this dark, symbiotic eating people. Yeah. No humor whatsoever.
Well, we were in the theater watching it, and I'm laughing at pretty much everything, and I can see Patrick in the side view of my eyes just constantly looking over at me like, why are you laughing?
I thought it was fantastic. The comedy was unexpected, but in like a good way. They didn't force it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I liked it. I think Venom 2 is well deserved.
And I love Carnage. I can't wait.
Yeah, I just hope they fix the hair. He looks stupid. I mean, we can all agree.
Do you think he can be a good Carnage?
Woody Harrelson, I think he can. I like Woody Harrelson. I think it's going to be difficult. They might recast him though. They still don't have a director.
All I can ever see though is all I ever can see from him is Zombieland stuff. Like
Zombieland's fantastic, and I can't wait for the second one.
Well, I'm not saying he's not fantastic in that movie, but to be a role like Carnage, I don't know.
You don't like Zombieland? Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
I've never seen this. Isn't there a second
I love Zombieland. No, they're making a second one.
Okay,
Does that surprise you? I hate Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, but Zombieland's like an actual good movie. Jay and Silent Bob's a horrible movie, but it's a cult classic for me. Like, I don't blame people when people are like, yeah, I hate that movie. I don't blame them at all. Bill fucking Murray. Oh, I love it.
The only movies I've ever liked with those two in it was, I don't even know if they were all in it, but now I'm going to draw a blank on it.
Ghostbusters!
The one with Ben Affleck where they're angels and they come down.
Dogma.
Dogma.
It's banned. You can't get it anywhere.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've looked for Dogma. That's one of my all-time favorite movies. You cannot. I don't know why. They
love that movie.
Like, I've never looked up why.
Dogma.
It's banned?
Yeah, you can't buy it on Amazon. You can't watch it. You can't rent it. You can't anything. Huh. I don't know what happened to it.
See if we can prove him wrong right on the show.
I love Dogma.
Dogma.
Dogma's fantastic. Has Chris Rock in it. He's fantastic in it. It's got Severus Snape in it. What's his name?
Severus Snape.
No,
that's his actual name. That's his birth name. That's
Come
why
on.
he got the part. Because they're like, oh, it's Severus. We're good.
We should be ashamed of ourselves. We should know his name.
I don't care enough to know his name.
Oh, come on. He just passed away. He's
Wait,
awesome.
he died?
Yeah. He was. He's Die Hard. He's
he died this year. Hey, look, he found it.
No.
Everyone. John was proven wrong.
I was not proven wrong.
Today.
Well, where are you?
He doesn't want to speak.
It's not Amazon, though.
It's Google.
It's like people are just selling it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't buy it, like, new. That's what I should have clarified. You can't buy it, like, from Amazon or something like that. I don't want to buy it from Joe Schmo. God knows what he did to the case. All right. Game of Thrones?
Yes!
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
I did not, but...
So, like, I didn't know.
You know what I did on my 9-day vacation? John, tell him.
He rewatched the entire series again.
Damn, dude. That's like me in Supernatural.
I couldn't get into it.
Supernatural, I've watched like 4 episodes. I was like, nope.
I like it because it gets funny in certain episodes.
Some of it's cool. I mean, I watched probably 8 episodes, but I don't know. It was weird.
It's good up until I think like the 9th season.
I didn't make it through the first.
Because after that, it's like...
It's not bad. Alan Rickman. That's his name.
Alan Rickman.
Thanks, Jeremiah.
But,
yeah, Jeremiah's man.
No, what were we talking about?
We're talking about Game of Thrones.
Okay. So, the main reason I haven't watched it is because I want to read the books. I started reading books before the movie or the show ever came out. And I'm kind of, like... Because of school and all that, I kind of haven't been able to read the books. So... I'm like halfway through the second one.
My wife has read all of them like 16 times.
Read faster. That's what I'm going to
I read the first book in like 3 days. And then the second book I have read in like 5 years.
Everything I've read, everything about this coming up season, the final 6 episodes of season 8, every single thing I've read it's absolutely amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
I would tell you what I think is going to happen, but I don't want to ruin for Chris.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah,
we gotta keep it to it. He will watch it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna mention that. Don't you worry.
Yeah, we're getting there. We'll do some more movie stuff, and then we'll get a little bit of video games, and then we'll clean up. So Netflix came out. I don't know if you guys watch Black Mirror.
No, I keep trying to avoid it.
It's an interesting show for sure, but they came out with this is the first I know of this. It's an interactive movie, but it's also a video game. And it's on Netflix right now. It's called Black Mirror Bandersnatch, and you actually get to pick the endings.
Oh, okay.
You get to
I saw
participate.
That. I was confused about it because, like, I knew it was a show, and I was looking at it like, why is there a movie that's not the same as it?
It looks fascinating. I haven't done it yet. I've seen some stuff on it. I think it's very innovative. I think that's cool. I think that's
on Netflix. You can play it on Netflix. Okay.
Yep. I think that's really cool. I think. To me, it's cool. I would love if they did that for like Jeopardy or something. Like I know they have games you can buy that are just Jeopardy.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to watch Netflix and like you get to like I don't know ring in or something. It's just cool that we're moving towards interactive Netflix. I think that's a big step. I mean we have VR and stuff, but you got to put shit on your head. This you just get to do it and make choices, and it's like a video game without the skill. If that makes sense. I think that's pretty cool. Anything like the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's Lord of the Rings with sex. That's basically what it is.
And the good guy never wins.
Yes, and there's no hobbits and there's no good guy. It's fascinating. It was banned due to the Catholic League. That makes sense because they destroyed
Dogma?
Catholicism.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But anyway, about the Netflix thing, I thought it was really cool. It's spooky too, from what I understand. So I think it's cool that we're interactive Netflix now. That's a cool step.
Netflix has brought out their last season of a series of unfortunate events.
Yes.
Yep. That's actually really good too.
Speaking of, I don't know if you're going to bring it up.
Oh, we'll bring it up right now.
Did you see the character in Daredevil, Kingpin? Did you see he's come out?
Wilson Fisk.
He's trying to convince the director to do a season 5 of Daredevil.
Season 4.
4, sorry.
No, I hope it works. I mean, there was a lot of there's a huge petition online for it.
Did they record a lot of it too, though?
Well, they have all of it written. They have the next 4 seasons written. And all of the actors, and this never happens, all of the actors signed. That's mind-blowing. That's a Marvel movie deal. And they did that with the TV show.
And it's one of the most popular shows on Netflix.
It's going to come back. I don't know how. Someone's going to get it.
I don't think it's Netflix's fault, though. I don't think they just we don't want it
anymore. No, it's Disney's fault. Disney wanted to pull it from it, but then Disney won't produce it because the new Disney streaming service is for kids. So Punisher, it hasn't been announced yet, but season 2 comes out in a few days. That's going to be that they're going to kill that series too. But these series aren't going to go away. They're just not. They're too successful.
Yeah, it is good.
Too successful, too good of writing, and too perfect of actors. While we're on, I guess, comics, Batman solo movie is going to start filming soon. It is Batfleck, unfortunately. I love Ben Affleck.
I've never seen.
Yes, you
Batman
did. I made you watch Justice League on vacation.
I've never seen
Dawn of Justice.
Any of the DC. I haven't actually seen any DC movies.
I'm proud of you.
No, I made you watch Justice League. I remember it because I was drunk in a chair on vacation. I was like, "Watch Justice League with me."
I didn't watch it.
You must have left because I thought you were there the whole time.
I'm pretty sure I didn't watch it.
I watched it twice for no reason. Whatever, it's fine.
I just love that you sat and watched that entire movie thinking Chris was right there.
I thought he was very intense into it. Whatever. I was pretty.
He's so quiet. He must really love it. No, he's just not there.
I don't remember now.
Because you came home and I was sitting in the recliner chair and I was pouring shots. And you're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm watching Justice League."
Wait, didn't they revive him or something?
Yes, you watched it. I'm telling you were there. Yeah,
I think so.
Because I remember the fight scene against Superman. You were like, "Well, this isn't fair," and then he wins.
Okay, I did watch it.
And you were like, "Well, that was stupid," and I was like, "Yes, it is."
I watched it.
Yeah.
The whole movie, they talk about this guy's unstoppable. Superman comes to life.
That's pretty much
dead.
That was the biggest problem with that movie. Is he came in. He also watched Suicide Squad. Yeah, did you? No, I thought
that's DC.
Yeah, that's DC. It's trash, but it's DC.
I loved Suicide Squad.
All right,
I liked it.
I liked it. I didn't find it bad. But
people are too too into.
The thing that made me laugh is there were so many people that had such a hard problem with Will Smith playing Deadshot.
I loved Will Smith.
I didn't have an issue with that. I didn't issue with Joker.
Yeah.
I thought Joker
was horrible. I love Jared Leto and 30 Seconds to Mars.
I didn't like. I dug the tattoos. I didn't like that he was like.
They tried making him too gangster.
And on top of that, like the relationship with Harley Quinn was just confusing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was.
You never knew if you wanted to kiss her or kill her.
Yeah.
She was hot though.
Oh my god, Harley Quinn, dude. Margot Robbie she just got casted as Barbie. They're making a Barbie movie. She
could do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at her. She's perfect.
Weird.
That they're making a Barbie movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be mad weird.
It's a Barbie.
Did you guys watch Bird Box?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so let's not talk about that because I didn't watch it either. Fun fact. I don't know if you know this. You're a Harry Potter fan. The writer
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. She came out, said that for a long time there were no bathrooms in Hogwarts, so everyone just pissed themselves and cleaned it up with a wand. That's pretty gross.
Pretty cool.
So Dumbledore was just pissing his pants for 40 years.
I don't like Harry Potter anymore.
No?
That's just gross.
You're out. Yeah, I guess.
Tell me if you could piss yourself and then clean it up with a wand, you wouldn't try it?
I would probably just pee, outside, especially if I'm a guy. I guess if you're a girl, but
you have no problem doing it anyways.
It's true. I pee my pants all the time.
And then tell stories in front of a big fire, in front of a bunch of people.
I did not. That's not. I got set up. That's not fair. Red Dead Redemption Online just added Battle Royale mode. which is exciting. People don't know what that is. It's basically Fortnite, except you get to be on horses in the Wild West. Everyone's just emulating Fortnite now, so.
It's going to die soon.
No, it's not.
Fortnite? Not as long as they keep having kids.
But it's going to die soon, though.
Yeah, I think you're just hoping for it. I think a lot of us are.
I never got into it. I played it like once with Patrick.
Patrick plays it.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Every time I'm like, Patrick, you want to play Fortnite? He's like, yeah. He likes Fortnite.
He also like has, he doesn't play it.
He has, like, every skin, too. And he says his brother plays it. Shenanigans. I think it's him.
He just said, what?
I think he appears offline, and he Fortnites it up. That's probably what he's doing right now.
He's actually got onesie Fortnite pajamas.
Yeah, it was before Myrtle, Gail. It was like, they said it happened, like, Hogwarts has been around, like, thousands of years. So up until, like, a certain amount of time, then they built
Don't lie, Patrick. We know you got a tattoo of Fortnite somewhere on your body.
right on a Fortnite.
No, he just does the Fortnite chest tattoo. Goes across.
Like a loop. Oh, God. I don't even know what to say to you. But, yeah, that's actually pretty much all I have for IGN and nerd stuff.
So, something that comes out tonight, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, yes, we got to talk about
this. It was canceled by Fox, like, last year, and everyone went wild going, like, why? It was such a surprise when it got canceled because it was so good. It was really good. Everyone who's ever seen it, who I've talked to, was like, I love this show. It's amazing. Why is it canceled? You know? And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, NBC's like, yeah, we'll take it. So
smart pickup.
It's first episode of the 6th season is coming up tonight.
I was a hater like 5 days ago. I hated it. I barely watched it.
He hated it because he knew I liked it.
Pretty much, yeah. It sounds like me. And I actually watched it. I watched like 10 episodes and I'm hooked. So it's actually...
Hold up, back it up. He watched 10 episodes in one sitting.
Yeah, it was one time. Tequila was involved, but it was good. It's not for everyone. I mean, I guess if you take yourself too seriously, you might not like it, but I thought it was good. I like Andy Samberg. I like that kind of comedy, so...
I listened to Lonely Island on my way over here.
Shocker. You make me play it at every goddamn party. Every party. You play Lonely Island! Okay, Chris, we will play it.
We don't party, we're humble people.
I'm on a boat! I'm on a boat! Heard that 100 times.
It's not gay in a three-way.
The three-way one's good. Mother Lover's one of my favorite ones. We went through all of them. Threw it on the ground, all of them. Alright, well, I got nothing else. Do you guys?
Oh, I got something.
Bring it.
Patrick wanted me to bring this up because he wanted to be here, kind of.
Kind of. Patrick, we need to speak here.
That's a heavy accusation right there.
He noticed something. It's called a band, an Australian band called The Wiggles.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that the kid band thing?
Yes.
Yep. So they're a band from like the early 90s, 80s, 90s.
No, it was early 2000.
Nope.
The Wiggles?
91. It was like 91.
We were kids.
No way. The Wiggles were way later than that.
I just read this. It was 91.
I think you read wrong, but go ahead.
Anyways,
2001.
Well, Patrick might actually.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But anyways,
it's for kids. That's the important part.
It's for kids. So they're having a reunion, or did have a reunion, for people who were basically alive during that time, who were raised off his music in Australia, Sydney, and it's only for 18 years or older people. Like, that's the only people you can bring.
He was saying that there's YouTube video of it, and it's like a bunch of like kids or adults drinking, listening to, and it's not like the Wiggles soundtrack, like adult version.
No, it's still
just
the kids, yeah. And it's for kids that can, or kids who grew up listening to it, they can go and now be drunk and listen to it.
It's like us going to like a Blues Clues thing and like, all right, do some shots.
Dude,
Let's figure this out. I would too. I wouldn't go to the Wiggles though, but
I'd be like, bottle.
have to put a bunch of blueprints on everything. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's Australia too. I mean, they've got a good sense of humor, so it's not surprising. It's pretty much all I have. I don't even have any good YouTube. I do have a good YouTube video. One of the best YouTube videos to ever watch. I'm telling you, it's called Try. I'm telling you, it's called Try, and it's just look it up. It's like Irish people try a bunch of American stuff. It is fantastic. It's so funny. It's like a bunch of Steves. They can't do any liquor, and every time they do it, they just say the funniest Irish quotes. It's amazing. Like, they pour the one guy a shot, and it's like this huge shot, and he looks at it, he's like, should we call our exes now? I died at that part because he looked at it, and they did, it's amazing. They did the highest proofs, right? From like, it starts at like 70 proof, and it goes up to like 190. And they start with 70, and the one guy sits down. He's like, I forgot we were doing this today. And it's like, why? What's wrong? He's like, I'm so hungover. Like, I'm going to puke as soon as I do one. He's like, what, you drank last night? He's like, I drink every night, but I really drank last night. And he's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. He's like, well, you got to do it. Like, it's the camera guy. It's like, we're paying you to do this. So he sits down, and he does the 70, and it's hitting him hard. And then he looks at the bottle of the next one. It's like 140 proof. And he's like, oh, my God. And he's like, this is going to kill me. And they do it. And the buddy he's with is like doing it no problem. And he looks again at the next one. It's like 170. He's like, this isn't even booze anymore. Like, what is this? And he's like kicking him back. And he's like, every time he's like going to puke. He reminds me of Patrick, actually. He's like, oh, every time. And then it gets to like it's like 100% alcohol, like 190, 195. And the guy does it, and he's like, yep, this is it for the night. And he kicks it, and it's like, oh, it's 8 in the morning. This is going to be fun. And then that's the end of it. It's called Try. It's fantastic. It's called Try. It's really good. That's basically they just get a bunch of different heritages and make them try American stuff, and it's fantastic. The Irish ones are my favorite because they have all these amazing sayings I've never heard before. It's great. And Irish accents make everything better, so... Yeah, that's my YouTube suggestion.
Bam!
I watched that all day yesterday. I'm pretty high on it right now. So.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Also, we have a channel too. Swiss Army Nerds.
Yeah, merch.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
Someone have my shirt.
Yeah, I have your shirt, actually. I keep forgetting.
I think I paid like $30 for that shirt.
Like last year.
Yeah, it's sitting there. I literally still sitting right there. I know exactly where it is at home. We still gotta make Josh a hat.
Yeah.
We suck at merch, but it's good merch.
It's good merch once you finally get
It
it.
just takes like 8 months to get it.
We're really backed up. We got stacks on stacks on stacks. Like, listen, you're just got to be patient, people.
Fat stacks.
We got people working 24 hours around the clock popping out that merch.
It's brutal. It's brutal.
We beat them with sticks so they're not fast enough.
That sounds
Chris is in charge.
That's right.
I engineer a lot of things that can beat them with it.
Like an automatic beater. All right, well, that's it.
That's a scary
turn.
bad.
It's like a scary turn.
All
Get the
right.
lotion.
I got nothing else. You guys set?
Yeah, good.
All right, it was a fantastic show. Thank you, Chris, for joining us.
Yes.
I had a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Go back to school. Won't be back. So.
Gee, we were on a high note, and you just destroyed us. Look at the Try Guys, too. That's Try Guys. We owe Josh a hat. Yes, Patrick. Yes, we do. But again, thank you. Even if you're being a negative Nancy,
Not negative.
you're welcome back at any point, and you're always going to be on our screen.
This summer
so
I'll be back.
thank you. Jeez, that's depressing. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming. It was a blast. You were fantastic. I had fun.
I had a blast.
Steve had fun. Our producer had fun. Even Patrick had fun. He stuck around for the whole thing. So thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe, please. We're on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. All Swiss Army Nerds. So if you want to hit us up on there.
For the love of God, do it. They beat me.
Yeah. Thank you again so much. You guys are blessed. And we're taking off. See you. You want too sweet?